looking at the comedy world, you sometimes do some shows, yeah? And have there been any embarrassing moments that you had?
That means you are not doing well. If you've not been embarrassed in doing anything you're doing, that means you've not been doing well.
Can you give us...
Because no matter how good you do these things, there might just be a few that will find it very, very annoying. Let me give you an instance. I went to Abuja to do an event. It's an event that we would rather call a high-powered event. The who is who in Nigeria was in that event. But the good thing about this country is they expect you to know the truth, but say nothing about the truth. You can know the truth, but say nothing about the truth. We all know that we have light problems in this country.
True. We
have issues with light. And it's very disheartening to know that a country such as Nigeria, we can't boast of 24/7 light when we give light to neighboring countries like Ghana and all those places. And yet, how costly is that thing that will give us light that Nigeria cannot afford? You know, and so on that during that event, I cracked a joke on the light problems, and I didn't know the Minister of Mines and Power was in that meeting, and he felt very embarrassed that I was talking about his own area of jurisdiction like that, and so he was so angry, and he took the mic from me. Yes, I cracked a joke about how Bill Clinton came to this country because OBJ wanted him to come to find out that we don't have light problems anymore. And he came, as soon as he got to the airport, NEPA took light. And he was embarrassed. And he said, but you told me you don't have light issues. How come there's no light in even in your control tower? And OBJ said, well, this thing started really today. You know, because, you know, and OBJ, Bill Clinton said, okay, you come over to America, see how we do it. We don't have light issues. And OBJ went there. He was so shocked to discover that a portion of that country, there was no light. Being overwhelmed by that, he said, you told me you don't have issues. How come that portion of the country there's no light? And Bill Clinton said, well, that's Nigerian embassy. So that's how, that was a joke I cracked. Just as people laughed, the whole went down. That is both members of the diplomatic corps, politicians, members of they all went down. They left what they were doing. But this man, being the chairman of the event, was not happy. He took the microphone literally from me. But I was consoled by the Governor Donald Duke, who came to me, took me aside and said, guy, you're doing your job and you're doing it well. And this is the problem we have in this country. They expect you to know the truth, but don't say it. But I've not seen anything you've done now that is wrong. Because the hall actually divided when he said I should drop the microphone. They all went against that. Okay, what has this boy done? That he should stop working. He's making all of us happy here. What's the issue? So that's one moment in my life that I cannot forget. I was in Hilton, but I felt like I was in True Larry. I don't know if you understand. The feeling was so bad. Everything about me was breaking. You know? Yeah, that was something.